Hey everybody, it's Kenneth again. If you're new here, welcome to the Shoegazer channel where we talk about effect pedals, exciting music gear, home production and more. All around beautiful noise and otherworldly soundscapes. Today I want to talk about 5 of my most favorite guitar tools that have made my life a lot easier. These items aren't necessarily the standard gear for a guitarist, but they can be really helpful, especially when you try to simplify your songwriting, your performance, or just recording demos of your music. So let's dive right in. The first tool that I want to show to you guys is actually more of a virtual tool. It's a smartphone app which is called SmartCord, and it was developed by Martin Schüle, a German engineer who has made it his goal to create the most versatile guitar app on the planet. And I think he really got it. It feels a little bit like a Swiss pocket knife just for musicians, as it contains a tuner, a metronome, endless scales and chord progressions, an online songbook, set lists, a pattern trainer, a transposer, ear training. You can even use it as a virtual instrument if you want. At first it may seem a little bit overwhelming, but as soon as you spend a little time exploring its superpowers, it's just brilliant. I personally use it whenever I have any idea coming up in my mind. Just by typing in the notes fret positions on the virtual guitar neck, you can generate and save chord patterns, find out what they're called and even jam around with them. It has a versatile metronome that offers more time signatures than any other metronome app I found so far. Its tuner can be customized for whatever alternate tuning you like using it, and even vibrates when you hit the right spot. I would definitely recommend it to every musician out there. You can find the link in the description below. The second piece of gear I want to show you is the Go Guitar by TC HELICON. It's an interface just for your smartphone, what is really cool. I personally use it to record my guitar over the headphones input of my smartphone, which is really useful, especially if you want to improve your social media content or if you want to record demos in high quality. What's also really good, it has an input gain control, and you can also connect headphones to it and send the incoming tone signal to another amp, pedal board or any other speaker of your choice. It's small, handy, fits in every pocket, and I personally don't want to live without it anymore. Number 3 is something I wanted to talk about for a long time. Maybe you can relate. As a musician who loves using extremely fuzzy distortion pedals, it sometimes happens that you can't make out the specific notes in your chords anymore. And when that happens, you probably need a blender pedal. I got mine by the company LOOPI pedals, and it works like this. I connect all my distortion pedals to the sand input and close the loop by connecting the input of my first pedal in the chain to the return output of the blender pedal. And then you connect your guitar directly to the input and with another cable to your amp. By using the dry-wet knob, you can now slightly decrease the distortion volume and give your clean signal as much attention as you want. So you can turn off a whole distortion chain with it, and every time you turn it on, you just hear the amount of distortion that you would like to hear. The fourth item I couldn't live without is the GWS8 by GETARIA. It looks like this. This could actually be your new guitar cable. It's a wireless system for guitarists, which is super easy to handle. You have a transmitter and a receiver. The receiver goes into your guitar and the transmitter goes into your amp or your pedal board, whatever you like. What's really cool about it, you don't feel any latency. The quality sounds just as great as you would use a usual cable. After you charge them via a mini USB cable, the battery lasts up to 5 hours, and when you use them, you can move within a circle of 30 meters, which is really cool. I personally really enjoy moving freely while performing and also not being disturbed by any cables when I record demos, so I don't want to miss these guys anymore. Before I get to my last but not least favorite tool, I want to highlight how proud I am of our amazing community. This channel isn't just me, but also a collection of your expertise. You guys are always so positive, engaged and inspiring. I always enjoy our discussions in the comments. So if this video was helpful to you as well, hit the like button and subscribe and join the Shoegazer community. For my last gear recommendation, I must admit that I was really skeptical in the beginning. I never thought that I would actually use or even like it, but after having tried it, I'm so happy that I did, because it actually solves so many of my problems that I had before. I'm talking about the Tone Shifter Mega by MELO Audio or MELO Audio. The TS Mega is probably one of the most practical gear that I have ever used. It works like a super small pedal board. On the first look it seems just like any MIDI controller, but it has also a built-in audio interface, what makes it super powerful. So what does that mean? You can connect it to your computer or to a tablet without needing any other gear, and you can map all the different switches with any virtual guitar amp or any effects in your DAW, or you could also use standalone software that simulates guitar gear. So if you, for example, try to make shoegaze on a low budget, this would be a very cool alternative. And also I would recommend it to people who like traveling light and use many effects on the go. And on top of it, it's USB powered, so you don't need any other power supply, so you could take it anywhere you want and play outside, for example. I personally use it to start and stop beats, to turn on and off effect pedals, or I just use it as a looper. But don't get me wrong, there are still tons of effects that you couldn't get in a digital version. It's still questionable if a digital version would sound exactly the same. Better or worse, we don't know. But after using the TS Mega, I was very surprised how good digital gear can actually sound. So I would really recommend it to everybody to just give it a try, if you can. Alright, so these were my 5 life-changing guitar tools that I honestly never believed I would need. You can find links to everything I mentioned in the description below. Have you ever heard of some of these, or have you even used some of them by yourself? And if so, which one have you used and do you think they are useful? Please let me know in the comments below. And if there are any other helpful tools and tips that you would like to share, please do so as well. Also, I'm thinking about doing a more in-depth demo of the TS Mega by MELO Audio and also of the LOOPI pedals blender pedal, because I think this gear is a little more complex. So if you would be interested in that, please let me know in the comments as well. Thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day and keep on gazing. See you later.